那个妆是好看，
对啊，哎呀，
是得化妆哈。
对啊，我老
长胖
跟我们俩一起。Hey guys, welcome to our channel. I am Juno.
Hey guys，我要学你吗
She's
？Welcome to our channel. My name is Chelsea.
So we are the
Roger.
what? What's our duty? What's our
Um,
duty? Our duty is to popularizing our products to our overseas friends, right?
Yeah.
But I have a drawback that I don't really understand how to describe this knife or just introduce this knife. I have no knowledge about knife.
Okay.
Maybe this is a chef knife, right? So this chef knife is used for what? It's used for cooking some Western style meals, like cutting stick.
Cutting stick.
Yes.
Cutting stick. What is stick?
牛排.
Oh, steak. Oh,
Yeah,
steak. Okay.
stick.
Okay.
This one is using to cutting stick or some maybe some fruits
Fruit.
like lemon.
Lemon.
Lemon is an important ingredient in Western style meals. 在西餐里面很重要，所以我觉得这个煮到应该它是 As you can see, the chef knife is light. You can try.
Okay. So, you know what is it used for this black one?
This black one, maybe to cutting the stick, and this red knife is used for cutting.
No, you got it all wrong.
What? So what's the right answer?
You know, this one is called a colorful knife, and different. We use the different color to mark the food, different food.
Mark different food.
Maybe
we don't want to cut knife and cut vegetables and use the same knife.
Yeah, that's right.
Not clean. That's not clean enough for our foreign customers.
That's right. I think it is a universal problem because
universal problem.
Yeah, not only in China, right? Because when we prepare a meal, we'll have different ingredients. Like we will have some raw meat and some food that is ready to eat, right? Or some vegetables. We cannot just using one knife to deal with all the ingredients. It will ruin the taste, right?
Yeah, maybe I can even taste some lemon juice in a stick. That's really terrible thing.
Yeah.
串味儿了。
Yeah, 串味儿, yeah.
That called 串味儿 in our country, and that's a kind of bad eating experience. So if you can own a set of colorful knife, you can distinguish this one from other colors. As you can see, we have orange big knife, blue big knife, and red little knife, and red big knife.
Yeah.
So it's very nice of you to introduce me about their usage.
Yeah. So can you try to you can try to guess why we use this color and what which color, different color. Like this one, what we
use for
use to cut what kind of food?
Maybe this is used for meat, right?
No. Just imagine what when you see black color. What do you think of?
As you can see, this black knife is a little longer than the red one, so I guessed it must can cut some bigger things.
You
Because-
mean
yeah, I can just imagine meat.
oh, you think this one is bigger than this one?
Mm-hmm. It's
Oh.
longer. It's much longer.
Oh, I haven't noticed this.
Yeah. So I think this is used for cutting the meat.
Oh, they are different.
They
They
they're
have different shape.
they're different shape and different length.
Okay.
I know this one is used for cutting some, garlic and lemon and some small things such like that.
Yeah. Okay, this one. I think you know this one. What is it used for?
Used to maybe to cut some ingredients.
It used to cut the fruit.
Oh, just to peel the piece, right?
Yeah, it's used to cut the fruit. And for the black one, I asked you what will you think of when you see this black color? We will think of black cushion, 黑暗料理, right? So
this is
I
used for,
I
fish, right?
no, we always we said we use this color to cut the ingredients like pepper. We had this in the lunch time, right? Pepper, because it contains a heavy smell, right? And onion
Yeah.
and ginger.
Oh, I know what you mean. This kind of black knife is using for some, smelly ingredients.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
So it can, it just can distinguish. Yeah, it's really apparently that maybe you can to smell this knife and I know this is used for cutting the ingredients, and others are for maybe for fruits, peeling the peas, and maybe for cutting some vegetables and cutting the meat.
Yeah.
I think this colorful flatwell set is really, make people are more willing to cook.
Yeah, I think so.
When
You
you
know,
cook, you can be more happier than
like
before.
a rainbow
Like a rainbow.
in your kitchen.
Mhm.
So, what do you think of this one?
Cut for what?
Yeah,
Vegetables.
vegetable. Yeah, that's right. You know how I can make people memorize. We use light blue to cut vegetables. I think. What will you think of when you see the light blue? How do you
Light blue?
feel? How do you feel?
It's a kind of make people more relaxed and comfortable color.
Relaxing and comfortable, right?
Yeah.
So is it the feeling when you eat a lot of vegetables, you will feel
Four in my stomach.
full in your stomach?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, if you eat less meat and more vegetables, you feel your body will feel light, right? Light and relaxed
Yeah.
and happy too.
Yeah,
So,
I can on a good diet and go to lose weight.
Yeah, right.
So this blue knife is using to cut vegetables.
Yeah, vegetables.
We can stick maybe a tag, a label on it, used for vegetable.
I mean, the color is the mark. The color is the mark already.
The color is marked, and we can save our labels. And what's the usage of the red knife?
Yeah, what is it used for?
This one is used
So
to
you
cutting
know,
some
for the red color,
red color. What do you think of red color?
it's lively.
Oh yeah, lively and make people desire passion. So if when I get into some restaurant, they also use some warm color like orange and red to use for their wallpaper. Used on the wallpaper so that the customers can will have more desire to eat, and maybe they will order more food, more meals, more dishes, such like that.
Yeah. So we use the red color to cut the meat, raw meat, or some
Roast
seafood.
meat, so that we can have a good stomach to eat more things. And what's the usage
Orange.
of this orange knife?
Because some food which is ready to eat, like the sausage,
Sausage, What's
香肠
sausage? Oh,
bacon.
bacon, and maybe they were
They were food
already
they-
cooked.
Yeah, already
finished.
cooked. Yeah,
It's
already finished.
Yeah, we used it. We used this orange knife to cut some food which was already finished, already cooked.
Yeah.
Okay, 熟食哈。
Yeah, 熟食. That's right. 熟食. Yeah, I think you have mentioned a good point that if we we can put some tag on the body of the plane to make us to memorize it more easily. But I think the color will help me to imagine.
They represent different kind of meaning, so you can distinguish.
Do we have
this
two
one?
people in our?
Oh my god! There's a
room?
breakthrough for our live show. Hi, my two friends.
Do you think it's from our colleague in the company? Do
We
you think
from
so?
no,
I think it's our colleague.
maybe,
Maybe.
but it doesn't matter. We continue. Just continue.
Can they hear our voice clearly?
That's for sure. Okay, that's for
Okay.
sure. Then we can introduce maybe this one, these sets of knife. We have, oh my god, just put something forward,
Something forward.
and
You can try to
I think that
you can try to describe it with more details or with more
what's that one?
like.
Is a scissors,
Yeah, it is a scissor to cut the chicken bone.
chicken bone. Oh, just like this.
No,
你
no.
小心点，它的打开很痛，我之前被打到过。
It's easy. See, right?
We have a
It's open and we use it to cut when you cook a chicken at home. Some people will use hand to rip off the meat, right? Rip off the meat and left the chicken bone will left off, and we will use the scissor to cut the bone, make it pieces.
I know what you mean. Just this scissor is used maybe for some elder people and for some children without tooth, so that this one can be convenient for them to eat more, maybe some meat with bones,
Yeah.
because this can break the bones and maybe just make the food more convenient to digest in their stomach.
Sorry.
就是让他们助消化嘛，这个我瞎猜的啊，你可以反驳我的吗？
助消化 why I don't think so.
You don't think so?
It
doesn't matter.
helps to digest.
Okay, it doesn't matter. We can introduce another knife.
Okay.
I just dare not to. Oh, it's really sharp. Can you hear the sound?
Yeah.
This knife used for what? For cooking. Oh my god! Steel and 磁铁。
Oh, really?
它会吸进去的。Try, just try.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I
you won't worry about if you can't put the knife into the right place. You will put in the knife to the right place conveniently and easily, because as you can see, 这个板怎么说？
wooden.
This wooden box is attractive for the knife, right?
Mm-hmm.
It can attract it to, touch it, so that it won't pounder stew. Pounder stew? Okay. This is a laser collecting knife. Okay, you guys can't see. So this knife, okay, they can attract it.
Mm-hmm.
And this knife, maybe they have some different usage, just like the colorful knife sets.
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, all right, let's put it back. Let's put it back. No people here, no people in the library, so that we can 水时长.
Okay.
And let's introduce some other things. Knife is
Like this.
boring, okay?
But
Flat
we are supposed to introduce the knife, different knives. Maybe we should introduce them.
Okay. This one first. I remember when I at first day at work, you introduced this kind of knife for me,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and this kind of meat is used for cutting the sushi.
Sushi. Yeah.
So maybe the biggest customer to buying this sushi knife is maybe they're Japanese, maybe our no. I see your expression, just confused just now. So, do you like eat sushi?
Yeah.
No, sorry,
Very much.
I don't really like to eat sushi because I don't like the fish. I don't like fish, and I don't like the fresh meat.
You don't like fresh meat?
Yeah, I don't like cold food. I like hot food.
Oh, okay. So you
Hot
don't-
food, just
What about ice cream?
that's different. Okay, this is a
Right.
dessert. Ice cream is dessert, but something they if I want some food to get into my stomach, I hope it can be hot and warm so that my stomach will be healthy and I can stay healthy. That's my opinion.
Oh, okay. But sushi is fish. I think fish, the meat of fish contains high protein.
High protein. Yes, right. And
That's
maybe
very good for
our health.
our skin
Our
to
skin.
have more collagen,
Mm-hmm.
right?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But that
So-
can't change my prejudice towards fish
Oh,
and
we
some
are
seafoods.
opposite. You know, I'm fish.
You are crazy about seafood and fish.
No,
but
not seafood. I'm crazy about fish. Only fish and
Oh,
sushi.
okay,
And sushi.
Okay, sushi.
I love Japanese diet. I have
Uh-huh.
I have a crush on Japanese diet. You know, once I traveled to Hanoi, Vietnam, and I looked for a restaurant to eat, and I found out that there are so many Japanese restaurants, and the waiter and waitress there can speak Japanese really fluently, and it surprises me. And I think they are very Japanese style, like you are in Japan. So when I'm in Vietnam, the only places I go for
Maybe
dinner,
they came to Vietnam
I only
to open
went to
the
Japanese.
Japanese
No,
restaurant.
they are Vietnamese, but they can speak
Oh my
really
god,
good
really?
Japanese. But they're very Japanese style. It's like when you enter the restaurant, it's like you are in Japan.
Oh, great.
It's really, really wonderful. I
That's-
really missed Hanoi.
Hanoi.
Hanoi is the capital.
Hanoi, Hanoi, 我知道。
The capital of Vietnam.
Can you speak some, just Japanese as you so passionate about Japanese food?
Like speak Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
Kawaii.
Kawaii.
Wasabi.
Wasabi, and maybe kimono, sukiyaki. Have you ate sukiyaki before?
No.
寿喜锅
No.
is a kind of cuisine, Japanese cuisine, and it can put some, some fish, some beef, and some vegetables, and some mushrooms into a big 锅
Pot. Big pot.
in a big pot.
Oh.
阿姨好，
嗯，
一路坐人哋隨便坐下，坐下透透啊，
呢嘈
但好熱。
有水。
係 hello，嗰時候算你聽下水嘅話本嚟。Okay, let's continue. So, as to sukiyaki and this kind of food, I tried my last 10, and even though I don't like fish and I don't like most kind of Japanese food, but I fall in love with sukiyaki
What
at
is this
once
sukiyaki?
because it's hot.
It's hot.
Yeah, when you are
It's
eating,
one kind of Japanese meal, is it? Isn't it?
yeah, it's kind of Japanese food, and when you are eating sukiyaki at the same time, the fire can
Fire.
just
嗯
加热怎么说？heaten
Heat, yeah.
heat heating the pot and just like a little hot pot, but it's not hot pot. It's sukiyaki. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's back to the sushi knife.
Yeah.
This sushi knife, as
Can
you
you
can see,
describe
is
the figure to our
the figure. Okay,
friend?
I think it's really different from just Chinese knife and maybe the shot the length of the sushi knife is longer. It's longer than the traditional Chinese style knife, and maybe their straight blade. Their blades are straighter than the Chinese style of knife. So they can cut, sushi, they are straight and long. So maybe they can cut the sushi and the edge of the sushi can be neat and tight. And when you see the sushi, they're edge and neat and tight so that you can have more desire to eat them.
Okay.
Maybe that's my opinion. It's really straight, just like Japanese culture.
Okay. Yeah. After you said so, I have a feeling that it is like very typical Japanese weapon.
Yeah, Japanese weapon.
I always admire Japanese. I think they have a very good attitude towards doing things. They are very focused in one field, and they will.
Focus is very
Focus.
important. Nothing can distract their attentions from the work.
Yeah, like people often say there are many restaurants in Japan. They have opened like 100 years, but in China, we don't have some brand that lasts for 100 years. That seldom.
But but I have the confidence towards China. I believe we must have some new brands to come up maybe just soon, and maybe the past 50 years later, the 50 years later we can have our own brands which is last for 100 hours. 100 hours.
Yeah,
we have the confidence towards our
I know.
country.
We are good at learning.
Yeah,
we'll grow.
Maybe learn from other countries which they have some more positive attitude towards some industry. Like our knife, we were made efforts to produce many different kinds of knives. They have a better 性能怎么说？
Better what?
性能更好的功能。
Function?
Yeah, function, and they have higher quality, and they have more usage.
More usage.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I agree with your opinion. The attitude, Japanese attitude towards work.
Towards work. Yeah. I always think that we Chinese people, we have very good culture. I think we are very proud of our own culture because it can help us to have a right mindset towards life and work, but we also need to lift up our horizon. That we need to we need to see what other countries are doing. We can learn from them their good things, right?
Yeah. I agree with your opinion. I agree with your opinion. Okay. As to research, as you can you imagine, Chinese people are the most diligent people in the world, in the whole world, around the world. We are the most diligent country.
I agree.
Most diligent country. Maybe we pay more time, spend more time on work.
We spend more time on work. Yeah.
And maybe we have a huge population.
Yeah.
We have
That's
a huge
right.
population.
That's right.
So that if we can maybe do more job and work more harder, we can create a higher GDP for our country. Maybe we must more focus on the quality, the development quality.
Develop. Oh, okay. The quality of our development.
Yeah.
Right? Our economic development. Yeah, that's right.
Not just pay attention to the
some low
data.
Data. Yeah.
Data can explain everything.
So we need
quality can.
We need more talent.
Yeah, talent as well as talents.
We need to have different kinds of people. We have different opinion, ideas to work together to create things.
And maybe, I think the most important thing is to divide them into different pieces. Just if you are good at doing maybe industry, or maybe you are good at researching, scientific researching, and maybe you are good at teaching, doing some educational things, so that we can divide this talent into different kinds of categories, so that they can do the things they do well in.
Okay.
Do you agree with me?
So you mean we can divide the whole program into different parts and have
different. That's what I mean.
Have the different talents they focus on one field.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
And then we integrate them into.
We can back to the
into a whole
Japanese attitude. Just focus. Yeah, focus is important.
Yeah, the ability to focus.
This knife attract me.
Why?
Because as you can see, the shape of a 刀柄. It's like a pregnant woman, you know? Like a pregnant woman.
I just want to say it is like the stomach of a fish.
Stomach of fish.
Yeah.
有点像海马，你不觉得吗？ Seahorse.
Seahorse, yeah. And you see there are some design on the body of the knife.
像等高线.
I thought it's flowers.
Flowers?
Yeah.
The designer must be a talented person. Oh, it's wood. Oh my god.
It's
wood. Not
colorful wood.
Colorful wood.
Yeah, it's a kind of good materials.
We
use the high technology to make the blade. We have a saying like the good steel must be used to make the blade. 好钢用在
刀刃上。
对，好钢用在刀刃上。So we always heard about the laser cladding technology, like 激光熔复技术, and it is a kind of high-end technology. It's often used in army in making army weapon or nuclear, this kind of fields. So I think it's a good sign that we introduce the high technology into the traditional manufacturers.
Be careful your hand.
We,
Okay. I'm very wrong about that. I dare not to cut
you know,
things.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. To
Why? I'm so
hurt
afraid
myself.
of. I'm so afraid about that.
I really like, you know, play, but don't mean play. I have new art factory. They make other tools, multifunctional tools, not just knife. And I really like those multifunctional tools. It means that if you buy one tool, you can have different functions in one tool. It's really, really, really wonderful. And it's nice, you know. But in foreign countries, apart in China, I think they have some other knives that they will like when they
Swiss Army knife.
yeah they will use different knife and they're doing different things. It's like we Chinese people we use one knife to do all
the things.
yeah,
To do all the
but
things.
in Europe and in USA they have so many knives.
To cut the maybe when you cut the butter, you need another knife. You need a butter
Yeah,
knife.
yeah, they will. I just
Can't imagine.
yeah I cannot imagine how much heart and energy they put in life to make their life so quality. And I think we Chinese people we don't know how to live a good life. Even though we think we have a good life, but
Maybe
compare with
yeah,
people
yeah,
from
yeah.
Europe, I think we don't know how to live a good life.
Maybe the European people and just some people, some foreign people, they pay much more attention on the progress. But Chinese people, maybe we pay much more
Result?
attention. Yeah, the result. So we just we emphasize one thing.
The result.
The result. And is it practical enough? Is it practical enough? 它实用吗？
I have another opinion, you know, because we have so many people.
Mm-hmm.
We have a large population, right?
Yeah.
So it seems that we don't focus on individuals, you know. But in the European countries, people will focus on individual. They they put much attention on education.
Education, yeah, right.
Yeah. So they treasure each person, not no matter who he or she is. They respect each of you. They listen different voices. You know, so I think maybe because they value the individual person, so the whole society have a very good atmosphere for people to build a sense of that they have the sense they are the owner of the country. You know.
I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
You have a deep understanding about Western country, right? You have learned the information about it.
I have friends, you know. I have friends
from other countries.
From other
So
countries.
you communicate with them from time to time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some friends.
We have continued the live show for more than 30 minutes. Maybe
we can take a break.
Take a break. Okay.
We'll come back soon.
Okay, welcome back soon. Bye
bye. Bye bye. 播个视频。哦。出汗了。居然有一两个，而且是。
器没开。刚刚我们是把接收器给关了，但是我们在第一次直播试映之前是开了的，是我们刚刚下播的时候关了。
啊，
应该没事。
接收器关了。
刚刚接收器是关的，那应该就是下播的时候关掉了吧？关了，好，上播吧。刚刚下播，刚刚上播之前我们试的是有声音，不然我们那半个小时不就白播了吗？
刚刚啊，前面第一个半小时没有开啊？
没有开了，应该是开了的，因为我们第一次试的时候它都已经开了。这次我站这里。Okay, let's talk about another knife. Maybe we can combine our conversation with knives. Okay.
Sure.
The knife, the design look like a marble.
Marble. Really?
大理石 A pink marble. Pink marble. That's really fit for women. Do you think so, my friends?
Yeah, it's pink.
Some kind of knife they seem so 男性化 use
Masculine.
masculine, and this look more female.
Yeah,
Female.
for
Looks
female.
more for female.
Mhm.
It look cute, and it's smaller and maybe lighter, more convenient for cutting food. And what do you think of girls should how girls can be independent no matter on life, on economy, and maybe on their minds, their thoughts, and their souls?
Yeah,
What's your opinion? How can they become independent
independent.
in this area? Mm-hmm.
You mean how can we girls become an independent woman?
Yeah, because you're independent now, and I am dependent.
You are growing.
I am dependent on
You're
my
doing
family.
you're doing very well in your age. You know.
Really, really. I just want to lay a good foundation, and so that I can welcome more challenges in my life.
Okay. You know, I think there are two kinds of independence.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is our mental.
Mentally independent.
Yeah, and the second one is the financial
Independence.
And I think the first one is more important than the second one. You know, because what we have today doesn't mean we will have forever, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you are rich now, it doesn't mean that you won't
Rich forever.
you're rich forever. But so we girls, we need to like how to address that.
You mean
修心 our heart. We need to
when we were growing, and at the same time we need our heart, we need our life attitude to grow up to, right?
yeah.
Maybe we can enrich our brains, maybe read more books and just put more philosophy knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Philosophy is a great subject, especially traditional Chinese philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Confucius, Tao, Lao Tzu.
Mm-hmm.
No, Taoism.
Taoism.
Yeah.
And it's a very good point, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think our traditional culture can help us to become an independent person.
To maybe we just enrich our mind. And what about financial independence? I think this is more difficult than mentally independence. especially for me.
Yeah,
Maybe it's just for
financial
me.
freedom.
Financial freedom. I must depend on my parents. They support everything for me. They support everything, but sometimes maybe is their duty, is their responsibility to do that because I I'm just a university student and they send me some money to use for my maybe eating and maybe some entertainment, yeah, use for some entertainment, but I'm not really like to spend more money on entertainment. I think my dad and mom, they earn money difficult, yeah, yeah, especially when I came here to show some videos and I to I talk with you in this live room. I i come to realize earning money is not an easy thing. Not an easy thing.
Yeah, I think so. Earn money is not a easy
Easy
thing.
thing. No, not at all.
But if you want to achieve financial freedom, it is not just finding a job. But
Oh,
at the very beginning, we need to have a job to support ourselves, for to support our living, right? So we need to have a stable job.
stable
But we need to have some skills,
skills.
right?
Used
Like
to
like like like
to
like
living.
you, we need to have some skill. We can be good at our job. Like you can make short videos.
Yeah, I
You are very
can show
good. You're very good at writing scripts, right? So you have your skill. That's why you can have a job, right? You are competitive in the workplace.
Yeah.
But it cannot help you to become financial freedom if you only have a job, have a common job, work day by day, how to
996.
996. Yeah, it's not enough. So how can we achieve financial freedom? It's also a kind of mindset.
Mindset. Maybe we can put our money into bank.
Put our money into bank to save money to earn the interest, right?
Get under interest. And there's a lot of methods to earn interest. Maybe the 股票
Stock.
yes, the stock, we can buy stock, but still risk in it, right?
Still
Risk.
risky.
It's a risk.
Yeah.
It's
There are
risky.
some risky investment.
Yeah,
There's some
there will be
safe
many
investment.
kind of, bad result. You can't imagine. It's unpredictable.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Stock is unpredictable. So
It's true, but I think they are all methods. They're all methods
yeah.
for you to choose which method to make your money work for you. Right? You don't work for your boss to earn your salary.
Yeah,
But,
great.
But most of the people
Work for the boss.
work for others.
Yeah,
Work for others. They work for money. But the rich people, they make money work for them, and they can enjoy life. It is a kind of mindset, because I think poor people, why they are poor, they have a mindset of they always lack of something. They won't give, they won't give to others because they think they're poor. They lack of so many things. They always ask. They always take things from others.
格局小了
Yeah, but rich people, they always give. By giving, they can
earning more.
earn more. Yeah, that's
Earning
right.
more
That's
than
right.
the origin.
Yeah, that's right. You're very clever. So the methods is not important. The mindset is very important. Even though if you are rich, you have a lot of money right now. But
Yeah.
if you have a mindset of lacking, and I don't think you can be rich for a long time. So we need to. I think reading.
Yeah.
I strongly recommend our girls to read books to improve ourselves, to improve our 认知怎么说来着
Conscious.
connection consciousness.
Connection. 对，认知 connection. And maybe I can explain what you mean just now.
Mm.
We need a mindset to earn money, and we also need another mindset to protect our money.
Yeah, yeah.
就是你要有那个脑子去赚钱，你要有那个脑子去，就是不能说是守护你的钱吧，就是让钱生钱，就是看护好你的东西。有这个意思吗？就是我很难表达。It's really difficult to explain. In English I can, but in Chinese.
We mean this is 道跟术的问题，不要术用英文怎么说？
我知道你的意思了。
You mean stocks or saving or doing some investment? There are methods. There are 术, right? And we can try whatever the methods. We can always try it out whether it will work for us, right? But the most important thing is our mindset, our heart. We need to practice. We need to practice to make our heart in a place that we can be very strong. Like Warren Buffett, he is really good at investing in stock market, right?
Yeah.
He earned a lot of money in the stock market, and he is rich. But I think the philosophy makes him rich.
Philosophy. Maybe he have a good command of philosophy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. This topic is a little deep, but,
Yeah, a little deep.
But we can make it more easy and relaxed. Okay.
Okay.
We shouldn't try to make it too difficult.
Okay. So that's all about we want to talk to girls. Yeah.
Now we want to talk to girls.
We
Yeah.
want to talk to girls.
You know, you are very lucky. You are very lucky girls.
Yeah, I'm really lucky.
You
More than most of the
I think you
girls.
have a very happy family.
No, not as you imagine.
Okay.
Actually, not.
No,
not
I know every household has their own problem or trouble,
problem.
but you
But
have
I have
you
a
have your
great
parents.
mother.
Yeah, you
I have a great mother.
Yeah, I know. How do you define the great? How do you define great?
Great. She's the most. She's the strongest and most clever, the toughest woman I have ever seen. She's really strong. When I was little, my father worked in Shenzhen city,
Okay.
and my mother worked in Yangjiang as a teacher. And at that time, her salary every month is extremely low, much lower than now, much lower. Maybe just 1,000 yuan a month, 1,000 yuan a month in the number 2 middle school in Yangjiang. Number 2 middle school.
What?
And
Which year?
Around
when? Which year? 2000.
2000 to 2010.
2010.
To 2011. Until 2011, she turned to another company, worked for another school. Then her salary became rising. And before that, we lived in a poor life, not like today. She created a lot of things. She's really mean at everything, but never mean at two parts of things. One of them is my education, and the second thing is maybe how to describe it is my nutrition, nutrition support. She wants me to eat more things, and she wants me to eat well to support my nutrition. Then my dad, he never stay with us more than 2 days each year at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Before I was 8,
Oh.
like that, just
Mhm.
like that. And every year I saw my father, I was extremely excited because I love him so much. I'm I desire to meet my father,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe they have some problem with their marriage,
Mm-hmm.
but they love me. The one
Mhm.
thing I can make sure that is they all love me.
How do
Then
you how do you how do you
know
how do you
that
know? Yeah, how do you know it?
they have a lot of problems between them,
Mm-hmm.
between them two,
Mm-hmm.
and they even quarrel with others, but they
Fight. Mm.
never fight in front of me. They will not make the anger to let me know. They will not let the negative feelings to just affect me. They left the positive feelings and positive impression in my childhood. So they protect me so well, even though they have conflict. They protect me so
Mm-hmm.
well,
Mm-hmm.
so that I am sensitive about people's emotion.
You are sensitive.
Yeah, I'm really sensitive about emotion because when they have a quarrel with others, I can feel that. I can feel that. Oh my God, they have a quarrel. They have a quarrel. There are argument between
Mm-hmm.
them,
Mm-hmm.
but I won't speak something. I won't speak. Just I I speak to myself. It's okay, and I act. I didn't know everything. I act.
You pretend.
I pretend I don't know what was there wrong. What's wrong.
So you have a great awareness about the people's emotion.
I know what are they feeling and what they mean in their language, in their, yeah, just from their expression and their movements, their behavior. I am really sensitive about this. But they tell me no matter, maybe they will divorce and broke up, but that hasn't just have nothing to do with me. They love me. They promise they will love me forever. And if I want to go to school, go somewhere to go to work, they will support me in in every respect of my life. And they divorced when I was 16 years old. And at that time, my family became much richer, more rich than before. Because my father back in Yangjiang in 2010, he's a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
His work is extremely busy, and so he even we live together, but I can't say hello or even talk to him because when he was working, I have already fallen asleep, and when I go to school, he's still sleeping
Mm-hmm.
in his room.
Mm-hmm.
So 我们就像两条单行的轨道，永远都碰不到一起去。
Mm-hmm.
But he loved me so much. He want to give the best thing in the world to me. She and my mother agree with him. They have 他们唯一都认同的一个东西就是一定要对我好，就什么好东西都要给我。So I was protected well by my parents, even though they divorced. They have a bad relationship. That's okay. That's okay. And and I'm much luckier than other girls,
Mm-hmm.
even though they have good maybe life condition. But my mother, I have maybe my home is like a library. Yeah.
Your home is like a library.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
wonderful.
When I was a little baby, when I was 8 month year old, 8 month, yeah, when I was 8 month a baby, my mother have bought some little magazines for little baby. She will she would read some little stories to me to help me to fall asleep. Like a little lamb and wolf, like a little rabbit. just tell me some story about some fairy tale, so
Mhm.
that my imagination is rich. I really, so this story enrich my childhood and enrich my mind. They are the aspiration, original aspiration of my mind. So I am really thankful for my mother. Really thankful for my mother. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a part of my story,
Yeah.
but that's not really
I
important
think
now.
your mother
She's really great.
loves you very much.
Yeah, but different
think-
from your mother, you just talked to me now. My
Mhm.
mother is good at communication. She's really
I'm
good
jealous.
at. Yeah, yeah, oh, it's okay. I give
But
you a
you
hug.
know-
I'll give you a hug.
I want to share with you
Yeah.
is that I think my mother, she loves me in a different way.
Mm-hmm. Love has a
Yeah.
lot of ways.
Even though it's not the way I wanted.
But she still loves.
Yeah, of course. She
Yeah.
want me to fit in the society. He want me to have the best education, you know. He want me to meet someone, get married, have a happy family. My mother doesn't want me to be like her.
Always that. Always
Yeah,
like
she
that.
know-
My mother
She knows that
has the same opinion.
you know, my mother, she has a very, how to say,
Unfortunate life.
yeah, unfortunate life. You know, me when she was pregnant with me,
Mm-hmm.
my biological father uh, abandoned her. He didn't want to marry my mother,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but my mother insists to have me.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, my grandmother was that they were very poor. So it's really difficult to support. Uh, my mom was the oldest one in her between her
Family.
among her siblings,
Mm-hmm.
and I think she didn't tell me why she came to China,
Mm-hmm.
but I think she just she just didn't want to
Talk about it.
no. I mean, well, she didn't want to stay in her home to be the
Oh.
burden of her family.
Okay.
She wanted to.
To skip the family.
She
The
didn't want to be the
original
burden. I think because
burden.
they were already
Why she
very
think
poor
that?
because she had me. I'm a baby, so
Oh, I know.
so I had and she cannot find a husband.
Mother
Difficult to find a husband, so their life will be very
hard.
very
Harder
hard.
than before.
Harder
and
than
even
before,
Harder
yeah.
than before.
So my mother came to China. I think it is really a brave decision to went to go to another foreign country to start all over again. It's really difficult,
Mm-hmm.
especially you don't know the language, right?
Language is like a bridge. Like a bridge.
Yes, but my mom, she was a very industrial woman, and she was strong too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my stepfather passed away when I was 14 years old. She she supported three of us by herself, even though we had some relatives to help, but
To rely on.
not much, not much. I remember after my father passed away, my mother, I went to senior high school, so I can have the accommodation. I can um, in the school. But my because my mother was so poor, she cannot support all of us to go to school. So my sister and my brother, they had to drop out from junior high school. They didn't finish junior high school. You know, at that time I was very sad. I was so sad because I think I have the chance to go to school, but my younger sister, my younger brother, even though they were happy, you know, because they didn't want to
study,
they didn't want to study.
right?
But me, I can't imagine if my mother didn't let me to continue my education.
Everybody have different destiny, maybe.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I so After I think like that, I start to
Come to
I start
understand.
to yeah I start not to feel guilty again. I feel like I robbed the opportunity from my little brother and my little sister.
No, 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 no.
I was very
Just not think
guilty.
like
I was very
that.
guilty
No.
when
It's
I
not
was
your
in the
fault. It's
university.
not your fault. And maybe it's their personal choice. Personal
No,
choice.
they were so small. They were so small.
They have no conscience about that thing, right?
They didn't. They didn't. They didn't.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's okay.
Mhm.
And this will be the past, and we must looking forward to a better
future.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
A better future.
We can absorb some lessons, some experience from the past, and become a better self.
Become a stronger person.
Yeah, it's true.
Something wouldn't kill you before and must make you stronger now.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my mother.
You're very, you're a very sweet girl.
Really?
Yeah. You're very sweet and
Sweet.
loving. It's like you can melt in eyes your enthusiasm, your passion. You understand?
I can understand.
Yeah. But for me, I'm a little cold.
It doesn't matter.
I'm a little cold. I start to show my love for others. Start to care for other people.
Okay. It's changing now. It's changing. It's changing. Everything is changing.
Wow. Oh my God. You're only 20 years old, but you're already so
19 years
mature.
old, not 20, okay?
Oh my God. I
I'll
can have a
become-
conversation with a 19-year-old girl.
Yes, because I am maybe more mature than my
Yeah.
age girls.
I
Because
think-
I am sensitive.
I think it's because your mother. I think she really, really,
She's effective for me. She affected me a lot.
maybe she's a very good example for you, right?
Set a very good example. Especially, we mentioned just now the financial independence. When she married my father tried to persuade her to stay at home and just raise me up, but she refused. She insisted to be a teacher, even though her salary was really low at the time, but she insists. And now her salary is 10 times more than the past. You know, and we even have just mindset to protect our, you know,
To protect your money.
yeah, to protect our possessions.
Your possession. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she also said an example is she listened to the radio every night and every morning. Listen for what? For culture.
For culture.
For different knowledge. She loves literature and she loves English and she loves news. She wants to. I'm very, I'm very delighted to see, even though she's nearly 50 years old, but she also has the passion to learn everything new. And maybe she confused about some new things, but she has the passion, she has the curiosity to deal with them, to figure out the answer. So she set a good example for me. And maybe when she faced some problems, and especially in her marriage and in her family conflict, she still insists her own thoughts and will not affected by other people who persuade her to do what and persuade to for me don't divorce with my father, but she refused. She says, not for my children but for me too. I have to live for myself first, then I can protect my daughter. That's her opinion. 她说我要先自救，我才能够好好保护女儿。
Yeah.
That's really impressive to me.
So
strong.
so your mother divorced your father?
Yeah, when I was 16 years old. I have the mentally preparation, so So at that time, I was not really sad, not extremely sad, because I was a big girl at the time. So I have the mental preparation. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And
Oh.
even though my father set up a new family, but he still have a good relationship with me. Still have a good. And my stepmother treat me treated me well. And
Why? So when your mother divorced your father, how did you feel at the time?
I
Do you feel hurt?
Yes, I feel hurt. Certainly, that's just normal people's emotion. That's really formal. So at that time, I feel sad first. That's of course. One someday maybe when I was senior high school, when I was 16 years old, in senior one, my parents divorced, and I was get into self inferior,
So
unconfident about myself, self inferior, 自卑嘛.
Mm-hmm.
That's because if I do something wrong, I do wrong things or make my parents, if I do something wrong or make some mistake that made my dad and mom quarrel each other and they must divorce to slow some problem about me. But I finally found that it is not my fault. Is their conflict have nothing to do with me. So I won't feel sorry about their marriage. It's their marriage and their life, not mine.
So at the time, you already had this kind of understanding.
Mhm.
So you
No, I use 2 years to pass this negative emotion.
negativity. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
How
why.
do you how do you adjust to the new relationship of your mother and father?
I just mentioned that my mom is good at communicating with other people, so she affected me just in front of my father. I just listen. I won't debate with him. I listen to him, but I will insist my own thoughts in my brain and in my heart. I won't debate with him, even though he has the conflict with me. I respect her. I respect his opinions, and the same with my mom. The same with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
But as to their new relationship, I wouldn't mention in front of them. 就是我不会在他们面前当场提出来。Maybe sometimes when I talk to my mother in front of my stepmother, that's really embarrassing. Really embarrassing. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ex-wife shouldn't be a topic in my stepmother's home. That's really embarrassing.
So you went to your stepmother's home too.
Yeah, I came to their home to eat dinner and eat lunch and play with my little brother. I have a little brother.
Mm-hmm. You like him?
Yes, really much, very much. I like it very much. I like him very much. I like him very much. I like it not because he's my little brother, but because he is a really cute little baby. Just because of that.
How old is he?
He was born the last November.
Oh, last November.
Uh-huh.
Very cute, right?
My stepmother is younger than you.
Oh,
Yeah.
how old is she?
28, 27?
Oh,
She's
28.
really young.
Okay.
She's really young. So she has the a good physical condition to take care of my father. And I forgot to mention one problem in my family. That's my grandpa and grandma. They have disastrous ill.
Disaster.
Mhm. My grandmother have a cancer, have cancer,
Oh, cancer.
stomach cancer, but she didn't know. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. We won't tell her that.
Okay.
And but the cancer is under the control.
Oh.
It's under the control. It's okay. It's okay.
Mm.
She can live a long life.
Mhm.
She can live in a long life.
Mhm.
But my grandfather is not fortunate as my grandmother. He passed away the last August, and at the time I
The
was
same cancer?
no, not only the cancer, but because the heart attack and 他中风了
Had a
paralyzed
stroke.
and paralyzed. He paralyzed
Oh.
for 3 years.
Oh.
He paralyzed when 2017 to 2020, and he died the last August.
Mhm.
He paralyzed, and we need to take care of him. And before the 15 days before he passed away, I stay with him. So I'm not sorry about that, and I have no 遗憾，就没有遗憾。
No regret. Sorry.
No, it's okay, it's okay. I have and also I have the mental preparation. When he was firstly paralyzed, we have the mental preparation. We thought, oh my God, he must die at the time. This time, he paralyzed for stroke for more than 6 times, and every time we were
Worry.
worried about. And at the 6th times stroke, we just peaceful to accept this
Reality.
condition. Yeah, to accept this reality. We have the mental preparation.
So
So-
how is your father?
My father, and that's the most complicated problem in my adolescent. He's not good at communicating. He's
Oh.
not good as my mother.
Mm.
He always want to talk me about a lot of things, but he
She want to teach you a lot of
yeah,
things.
just like a teacher, but he just attack my feelings.
Oh,
Hurt my feelings. Always hurt my feelings.
really?
He
How
he don't understand me. He don't understand, even though he loves me so much. But
J guy?
yeah, for to the one hand, he's really a little selfish. He care
Oh.
about his feelings. He maybe in his mind he think I am the right. I am right. I'm right and you are wrong. If you are wrong, and you must just to compromise to me. You must compromise, but not me. I won't compromise. 他就是一定要让你妥协，就他不会让步的。That's why he don't understand me. I don't want to talk a lot of things at the bottom of my heart to him because I always believe he won't understand. So it's unnecessary to speak a lot.
Oh, okay.
Speak a lot and
But he is a businessman, right?
yeah, he's
I thought all
very
businessmen
busy.
they will be very sensitive to other people's emotions.
Yes, he is. So that's why I always pretend in front of him. 就是我会
Hide your true self in front
yeah
of him.
hide my true self.
Um,
So
but your
maybe-
your mom is a very good educator.
So I was really
Communicator.
real in front of my mother. She's a good communicator. She always try to understand everybody. I talk a lot with my mother.
Everything.
Everything. She knows everything about me. And maybe compare with my dad and my mom. When I talk to my dad, my dad, the first word he said is, "No, you're wrong."
Your father?
Yeah, my father.
Oh, your father
And,
always attack you,
Yeah,
right?
always attack you. Always.
I think it's
just
not very good way to have a
communicate.
close relationship
Yeah,
with your own
yeah.
daughter.
Yeah. I am not your business partner, okay? I'm your daughter. I need your I need
I
your
think how can he become a businessman?
Yeah. How can he?
I thought businessman like 钟哥是吧？钟老板
Mhm.
he really know how to close, have a
Have a
shorten the gap, right? Shorten
Yeah,
the gap
shorten the
between
gap.
people, not push you away. But your
Mhm.
father maybe his method will push you away from him. Right?
My father's he is an aggressive communicator.
Oh, aggressive.
She always want to debate.
He is
and-
right. You're wrong.
要不是你不是你死就是我活，他的
Okay, it's
聊天
very,
方式
I
就是
think
这
it's
样。
very difficult to live with him. You know.
Yeah, my mother was stressful when having a marriage with him.
Oh, so
Having a
your
marriage.
mom
Was depressed during
oh.
the 16 years.
Oh, marriage.
Yeah.
So your
16
your
marriage.
mother want to divorce, right? Want to divorce.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was confused at first. My father won't divorce with my mom at first.
Your
Don't want to
your father don't want to, right?
didn't want to divorce with my mom first because he
He loves
cared
you.
about me. He says an entire family is good for children, good for me.
Yeah.
But it's not really. I when I was 16 years old, I have understand my father. I understand him. So maybe even though I will feel sad or sorrowful after their divorce, but I believe they will all live in a better life, a better new life, and it's true in reality. It's true,
Mhm.
practically true.
Mhm. Okay.
So compare with them. My mother will say something first. She will praise me first. Praise me. Just give me some
Accomplishment.
yeah accomplishment, and then she always encourage me to thought things, to think in different 那个角度
Angles.
in different angles. So I always think something in different tangles. Maybe in my tangle, in my mother's tangle, or in my father's tangle.
Mm.
What they expect. Because I'm sensitive too, so I always think maybe she want me to keep silence. So then I keep silence when they're talking. I know what they want me to do. Then I can get the signal they want to send me.
Oh. Okay. I
They
see.
signal something for me and I can get a signal. Okay, you want me to be silenced. And even though I have my own thoughts, I will keep it in my heart rather than speak loud.
Mhm. I see. So I really love your story.
My story.
Mhm. So how do you feel when you are a kid, when you go to school? Do you feel confident?
Confident. How can I be confident? Do you think I'm confident?
You're not. You're not that kind of confident. I think are you are confident.
I am confident.
Mhm.
I'm more confident than before. Yeah, really. I just mentioned yesterday that when I went to Zhongshan #1 middle school, I talked to the foreign teacher. My classmates can talk to him fluently in a fluent English, but I can't. Then I'm getting to the self-inferior, and because of the family reasons, so I'm even unconfident at all
Mhm.
at a period.
Mhm.
But I try to find a special thing on me.
You try to find a special thing on you.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
maybe I'm sensitive. I can come to realize some people's emotion and I can communicate. And you can, as you can see, my language ability is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Uh-huh. And maybe
How can you become so good at languages?
language,
Mhm.
thanks to my mom.
Your mom often talk with you.
Yes, always when I was little, she always have some easy and some simple English conversation with me.
Oh,
She has the conscience to let me become a good language learner.
oh,
Mhm.
nice.
Nice. She's a nice mother.
Yeah.
And I find some special thing on me is I have the passion to insist and I have the passion to just self discipline, self discipline, 自律嘛.
Self-discipline.
And I have a high standard for myself. I have a high standard for myself. My mother never pushed me to do anything, never. And most of the choice in my life is my own choice, not her push me to do that. And even I came to here to work for maybe half a month. She just asked my opinion. What do you think of this company? And do you want to come to be an intern?
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, it's okay. She she asked me, are you sure? I said, yes. I want to experience such kind of work, and I believe no matter the maybe let's don't talk to the salary or the environment, but I can learn a lot in this short half a month.
Yeah,
I can learn a lot.
definitely.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And
So your mom, she won't make the decision for you. She will um, ask your own thoughts before she want you to do something, right?
but one thing she was for sure, she says marriage. I will. She want to control my marriage. She want to control my marriage.
How do you know that?
She not really want me to fall in love with some boys, and maybe she want to. It's okay, maybe not serious as I think. She's maybe she's anxious about my marriage in the past month. In past month,
In the
I
past months?
yeah, because I make a boyfriend the last month, just the last
Okay.
month.
Okay.
其实我们在一起1年了，然后我们分手过一次，然后我们又在一起了。
Okay. Your mother knew about this?
No, she knew all about this.
Oh, okay.
She's worried about that. Her thought, her opinion is, if you have one reason to broke up in the past, then you have another reason to broke up in the future.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with your mother.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So are you do you mind to share that why do you guys break up?
Is a childish reason.
Try this reason.
Yes, it's
You
childish.
fight?
就是 I know I understand and I agree with my mother's opinion, but the reason we broke up the last time was really childish. It's really childish, but we are much more mature now. So that's why I want to
So you think
really fall in love with him.
you two had a change since the
Yeah, we too have a change. My boyfriend is a person who experienced more than me,
Oh?
more
How
than
old
me.
is he? He's how many years older than you?
21.
Okay.
She's
2 years
he's
older.
21.
Two
He's
ye-
21.
2 years older than you.
No, 1 year. I
1
am
year.
20 now.
Mm-hmm.
He will become a 21-year-old person in the next 2 months. 9月他就21岁了。
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He he took part in 高考 at the same time with me, and he is his hometown is Anhui, but he lived in Shanghai when he was a little child, so he's more familiar with Shanghai rather than Anhui.
Mm-hmm.
So he in his con 那个认知怎么说
Connection.
connection, he is a Shanghai people, not an Anhui people. So he was pride sometimes.
Oh,
He was pride.
he is proud to be a Shanghaier.
Not really as a Shanghaier, but for his experience, he knows a lot. He knows a
Oh.
lot. He's
Oh.
knowledgeable,
Oh.
and he has his own book and his poetry book.
Mm-hmm.
He write all by himself.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's talented. He's really talented, and that's why he attracts me a lot. And he's a gentleman. He's gentle, really, really gentle,
Mm-hmm.
and mature, Even though I just mentioned it just now, he was pride sometimes maybe, but now he's not pride at all because he get into the society. He see a lot. He help his father do something really serious. They get into a case, uh, economy case,
Economy case.
嗯哼，
Uh-huh.
经济纷争吧
Oh.
some
conflict. Mm-hmm.
some conflict, and his father was maybe is not took into the prison. It's not the case, but somebody just make his father to 就陷害他的爸爸
Oh, set his father off.
set his father up. Yeah,
Mhm.
just it's a sad story. He finished all the things. He faced everything by his own, and even his mother not face this case strictly.
Oh.
He
He's strong man, right?
yeah, he's really strong. 他很坚强，就是他遇到什么事情他不会跟我说，就是 he thinks a lot. He think I have my own life and he don't want to disturb me, even though he likes me. He have a crush. He still have a crush on me, but he tried to tell himself Juno has her own university life and sometimes he would convert himself. Maybe Juno has a new boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Okay.
but actually I'm not. I'm waiting for him.
You're
Okay.
waiting for him?
Yeah, I'm waiting for him.
What? Waiting for him? What?
For truth.
For truth?
Yes, that's what are you doing in the past year? In the past year,
Also, you guys separated
separated
for
for
like a year.
nearly a year.
Oh, okay.
We
So-
broke up the last August. Is just when my grandfather passed away, and at that time I was really upset. Yeah,
you are really upset about the broke up, and you're.
是我提的。I broke up with him, and he understand, but he didn't want to break up with me. At the time, he failed his 高考，他有安徽省的一本线，他有一本线，but he signed when he was signed in the university， 他失算了，他报了一个更好的，但是那个分数线可能报不上，然后就滑档了，他第二志愿他又不愿意去，他就想复读，然后就是复读了2个月之后，他家里面就出事了嘛，然后他就一个人坐高铁回到家里面，然后他妈妈也要工作嘛，也要工作，然后他就一个人，他说当时他he needed to visit 5 lawyer in one day， 他在法院跟那个律所之间反复奔跑，反复走来走去，帮他的爸爸整理卷宗，帮他爸爸整理资料，然后最后胜诉了。At the time, he was just a 20-year-old young man. So
20-year-old young man.
他20岁的时候就已经帮他爸爸做了这么多事情。And at the same time, he find a part-time job. And 当时他是已经处理完那个官司之后，已经是 浪费了很多时间，就是本来是复读嘛，然后又浪费了很多时间，然后他当时觉得很不甘心，就 he told me the first time when when he was crying in front of his parents is about his education. He was really upset about his his grade. His grade. He has good grade, but he has no opportunity to get into a good university, domestic university. And he wants to get into a good university in Shanghai because
Okay.
Shanghai is a place which is full of opportunities.
Yeah.
And his home is here.
Yeah.
He's the local people, so I I can understand him, but he won't express his negative feelings to me. So
Negative feeling.
negative feeling,
Is it negative?
yeah, negative.
Mm-hmm.
他知道，如果让我知道的话，我也会很伤心嘛，因为有些感受是会相通的。然后他就瞒了我很长一段时间。我是跟他上个月跟他见面的时候，他来杭州找我上个月，然后我们就复合了。其实我们心一早就想复合了，只不过是一拖再拖。he find a part-time job 做市场调研的实习生，但是就是他干了几个月，工资还挺高的，但是
How much? 8,000.
nearly
Wow.
nearly.
Wow. He's
but-
he's really good at marketing research.
He's an honest man. Honest.
Honest.
Yeah. Every 每个客户 every customer of him said he was an honest man. 很真诚
Very sincere man.
very sincere. Is a sincere man. But maybe his company needs some risk recently, so maybe he need to quit the job. But at the same time, he's major in business course in a foreign university. 他当时是因为参加高考不前不后的也不合适了，现在，然后他就选择了去申请国外的大学，还真的给他申上了。他没有找中介，自己申的。然后12月份的时候他就被录取了，在马来西亚的伯特拉大学，然后学商科。He's not good at mathematics, but he chose the business course. I asked him why. He said, I have no choice. If I want to study, I was forced to do this choice, he said. 他是被迫做的
Why?
他是被迫做选择，他不做这个选择，他就没书读了，明白吗？
Oh, okay.
就是你有的学位读总好过没得读吧。
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So,
So
what do you like about him?
why?
What
What
things you like about him?
honesty?
Or honesty,
He's honesty and he's gentle.
gentleman.
He's really
So,
gentle.
did your mother meet him?
No, not yet.
Okay. So, what does your mother think of him?
My mom liked it at first when I first
Talk about
this guy, and when I broke up I talked to my mom. My mom said it's okay, you two have different destiny. Maybe she comforted me at first, but when she heard about that, we
broke up.
fall in love with each other. She was worried about it.
Okay.
She says, be careful. You can just date with him, but you can't marriage easily. Get into a marriage easily.
Yeah, that's right. And he lives in Shanghai, right?
Yeah. My mom don't want me to
Go too far.
very far from her.
Maybe your mother want you to just marry in Yangjiang.
That's the ideal choice for my mother, but I won't accept this.
You don't want
choice.
to live in Yangjiang.
At least in Zhuhai or Guangzhou or Shenzhen, not in Yangjiang. I want my kids can be more competitive, then they must live in Yangjiang. It's cruel, but it's true. It's true.
Mm-hmm. So talk about Yangjiang. So what do you think of Yangjiang? What do you think of your hometown?
My hometown,
How do you feel coming back?
I coming back is my comfort zone. I think
It's your
Yangjiang
comfort
is my
zone.
comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
I can live comfortable and relaxing here, but
Mhm.
I won't achieve everything here.
Mm-hmm. I know.
I mean that. I just mean that.
So you mean life here is very cozy, very
Very cozy,
comfortable,
extremely cozy.
very relaxing. It's very suitable for
Because my
happy
mom-
life, right?
Yeah. a
If you
happy
want
life.
to, if you want to do things, you want to earn money, it's
Mhm.
not a very good place to have a good job or start a
Yes,
career.
yes,
Right?
yeah. But
Yeah.
and the most important thing I think is the people here.
The people here.
Most of my friends, I is from other province, not from.
Okay. So
I-
you most of your friends are from other provinces, not
in
in
other city, not from Yangjiang.
Okay.
And my friends from other city is much more than my friends in Yangjiang.
Mm-hmm.
And even though, as for me, I'm not a pure Yangjiang people, I have half DNA from Zhanjiang.
Half DNA from Zhanjiang. Okay.
My father is a Zhanjiang people.
Mm-hmm.
And my hometown, I went to Zhongshan to study when I was 15 years old. So
Mhm.
I leave my home at an early age. So I know the lonely feeling. I know the lonely feeling, and I know the challenges when a little girl in a strange city. I know about it.
Mhm.
And when I took part in the art exam,
Mhm. Mhm.
I just took my little baggage and my little pink suit. I travel a lot of places: Nanjing, and Hangzhou, and Suzhou, and Shenzhen, and very many places. I travel alone, so I have get used to this kind of feeling. I
Mhm.
always alone. So I have accustomed to it.
Mhm.
It's okay. So, and most of my friends is from other city,
Mhm.
especially in Zhongshan.
Mhm.
Zhongshan is a ingredient 什么
Image.
immigrant immigrant city.
Mhm.
Most of the people here are from other cities such as Hunan province, Jiangxi province, and Guangxi province,
Oh.
and Yunnan province.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I enjoy the the diversity. I enjoy the
cultural diversity.
Yeah, I
Me
enjoy the
too.
cultural
Me too.
diversity.
You know.
I think that kind of environment is relaxing, and people
Broaden your mind also.
broaden my mind and broaden my horizons.
Yeah.
And can bring me some fresh air in my mind, not
Yeah.
in a little
Yeah.
place.
Mhm.
And
I agree with you.
I'm not I'm not complaining my hometown. My hometown has its own advantages.
Mhm.
Advantages.
But I think Yangjiang is also developing and growing.
Yeah,
I'm confident that our city will become a more tolerant city, which also welcome cultural diversity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm confident that in the near future we will have a more tolerant city, a more beautiful Yangjiang.
Yeah.
Okay. And cultural diversity. I really love this word. Not only we need to have friends from different provinces, we also need to embrace friends from different countries, right? So when during the pandemic the
Coronavirus.
COVID-19 period, I have a chance to join a community, which is really cultural diversity. There are people from different countries and Chinese study or live in different countries, and we will organize some online events. And
Great.
online events like every time we will invite a guest to give a public speech.
That's great. Really
And
great.
we will interact online using English. So it is that time my oral English become very fluently.
More fluently.
And
than
also,
before.
I find that I like to talk with foreigners. I really like the way they express themselves, like the energy they convey to people, and I think in those interactions, yeah, just like you said, you fresh yourself,
Yeah.
fresh yourself, and so that's why I will be really excited to meet foreign friends and connect with them. It will make me feel excited to talk in English, to express myself in English. I feel like my English is more fluent than my Chinese. When I in my Toastmaster club, I give speech using English and Chinese both, and my friends will say, "Wow, I think your English speech is better than your Chinese speech." So, so I think in this job I can use my language skills, and I think we need to have, and I will put my passion here. Maybe we can have something, create something, make something happen. We never know, right? Even though it is new, but if we keep doing it day by day, maybe miracle will happen.
Yeah, we doesn't know. Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yes, that's right. I
Forrest
really
Gump.
like you.
Really?
Yeah,
Because we have the same language to communicate. So
because you're also very good at both the language, good at Chinese and English. I love people who are good at Chinese and English both, and my friends. I always attract people like me, the same like me.
I know the reason, because somebody who have a good command both English and Chinese, they not only accept the thoughts, Western style thoughts, they also accept the Eastern style of thoughts. And maybe the representative of Eastern style thoughts is Confucianism. Yeah.
Confucius. Okay.
We were more peaceful and more peaceful, and maybe Western style thoughts, they are energetic.
They're very direct.
Yeah, they want to exchange something. They are more active.
Yeah.
So, and even maybe a little aggressive, but it's okay. It's okay in communication. We can.
They're very
accept it.
direct communicators, because we Chinese people we don't want to have too many confrontation, and we will speak things in a
peaceful way,
indirect way, right?
Indirect.
Just we don't want to quarrel, and with Chinese people we will use some metaphors or some other, or tell a story, right? Or tell a story to communicate with you, to let you guess, to let you be to get the information from their stories.
Yeah.
But Westerners, they
are
just
straightforward.
Straightforward, yeah.
Tell something straightforward. And sometimes maybe some people think Western side talking is offensive.
Yeah, offensive. Yeah.
Yeah, offensive. You do know the talk show is a kind of offensive art. 脱口秀是一种冒犯的艺术。
Offensive art, yeah.
但是我挺喜欢看脱口秀。
Me too.
就是无伤大雅。It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's right.
Maybe the Eastern style thinking is more polite.
Eastern, yeah. Just like Japanese people. Japanese people, they won't argue with you too.
Everything you bow every time.
Everything you every time you talk with them, even though you disagree with, even though he or she disagree with you, he won't tell you face by face.
Yes.
He won't
When you were talking, you see into your eyes and then knock
with
their
smile.
head.
Yeah, yeah,
And bow every time when
yeah.
you say something or when you're coming, what konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. When you're leaving, sayonara.
Okay.
They are
Yeah,
really
yeah.
polite. They're really
So they are a lot like our Chinese people, I think, because we have the same ancestor. We also are influenced by Confucian.
Yeah, this
Confucian.
is Confucianism circle, culture circle.
Yeah,
I call it a culture
culture
circle.
circle. Yeah, that's right. And Westerners, I think their way to communicate is straightforward and cost effective. It save time because they whatever they have in mind, they just tell you. They won't let you guess, right?
Straightforward. So
yeah, I
straightforward.
think a lot of my friends they say I'm very Westerner style. I don't know.
Really?
What do you think?
You are very Western style.
My friend said.
Your talking style is Western style. Maybe maybe. Or when we were talking to brother Qi.
Brother Qi? Oh, brother. Okay. We are very straightforward, right? But people from Dongbei, they are very straightforward. I love
their straight.
Yeah.
Love their.
I admire this characteristic of people. I think these kind of people they are honest.
They're honest, but remember, he is a businessman.
Interest
is first.
I know.
Interest is first. Yeah, and even for my father, interest first.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
We understand that, and we can believe some words of him, but we cannot believe all of him.
Yeah, that's
right. My opinion. I can pretend I agree with him.
You're very clever.
What they want is we guys to agree with him, agree with his opinion, his behavior, but actually we must insist some red lines under at the bottom of our heart.
All right.
Don't speak all of our thoughts.
Yeah.
Keep something for yourself.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah. I agree. And in the workplace,
even especially in the workplace,
always interest first.
Always interest first. And maybe I'm a summer intern, so I don't have any, some interest problem with you. So
that's why I don't like about. I like about working in the NGO non-profit organization.
Why?
Because
the
people in the team, we do things not out of interest. We do things out of our passion, out of our
interest
hobby.
And interest.
Yeah,
it's the same. Oh my god!
I think we can use another word, out of money. We don't do things out of money. We do things out of interest and hobby and our passion.
I know what you mean.
I really love
this club.
Love working in the NGO. I feel like I can.
Organization.
I feel like I can just let myself to try to make mistakes. I don't have much pressure, but in the company, if you feel pressure, you will control your imagination, control your abilities to grow.
Human nature.
Yeah.
Control your human nature. That's this kind of environment I don't really like. I want to be a university teacher.
University
teacher.
Yeah.
Me too.
Professor. Me too. My dream was to become a professor in university.
Because I have my own time to do my own things. I can set up some new hobbies I want to live in Hangzhou. That's the true thing from the bottom of my heart. My mom agreed with me. She says if you have the ability to make your own living, then living on Hangzhou is acceptable. It's totally acceptable. She definitely agree with me. But she says one thing is you have your financial independent and you must have a clear mind. Have a clear mind. And I want to get a master degree in my very major, and then I want to get into TV station to be a bilingual broadcaster for about 1 or 2 years. That's enough. That's enough to be a university professor. That's enough. 就是你要有这个资历 then maybe we can get a doctor degree. I want to get into Singapore University. 我想去新加坡国立大学。
Okay.
But it's really difficult. Really difficult.
No, you're very clever. You're very smart. You can try some program like exchange student program.
Maybe now to be a graduate student. Graduate student 好像有本科学生的意思，对吧？本科是不可能去新大沟通，不可能的。就是研究生的话，我还不是很想出国。研究生我想在华师大读，华东师范大学，我想学汉语国际教育。
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I want to.
You know, I think we will cooperate with you in the future. Before like this year, in our community, English community, I also had this plan to teach Mandarin to foreigners. But it is just a thought. I think in the future, I want to make it happen.
Do you know a platform, an app called iTalki? It's a
iTalk what?
iTalk I the letter I talk I. It's a platform. Is a brilliant platform. You can buy the course on this platform, and all the teachers here are foreigners. They're from maybe South Africa, Brazil, and British.
To practice oral English?
Yeah, to teach your.
iTalk.
Yeah, and the price of the course you can communicate with. You can bargain with them. You can bargain with them. 可以跟他讨价还价。
It's an app, isn't it?
What app?
It's an application, right? Software application.
Yeah, it's an app. I know what you mean. Then and the most important thing for this app is you can be a teacher too.
Oh.
You can teach foreigners to learn
Chinese
or maybe Cantonese and even Cantonese.
Cantonese.
And yes, they have the needs. They have the.
So you mean you can become a teacher online?
Yes, that's a choice, but
But I think you need to have some certificates.
Yeah, really.
I have
a certificate.
Yeah, I have consulted some of my friends who already teach foreigners Chinese. They said you need to pass an exam.
汉语国际汉语教师，对外汉语教师证。
Yeah. It will be very popular when you graduate to become a Chinese teacher.
And because of the globalization.
Yeah, and China's power become more and more strong.
So I always believe that bilingual is a broad role for us.
Bilingual is a broad role for
us.
Yeah. So I think
we all have a bright future.
Yeah, we need to be good at both Chinese and English. I think our society, not only in China but also in overseas, we need this kind of people who are good at these two kinds of language.
We are the bridge. We are the bridge.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to be a bilingual broadcaster.
I have this thought before, but I'm not like you. You.
I have the chance.
You have the major. You are trade. I'm not trade. I just learn in the outside of school. So it's very difficult for me to become a very 正统的那种主播。
traditional broadcaster.
Yeah,
It's okay. It's okay.
but I can have my own style.
Yeah, you can have your own style, and you have higher, some TV station, they have a higher, degree for the broadcaster. This is a minor job. Bilingual broadcaster is a minor job. And
minor job? What do you mean? Minor
小
job?
众，
Okay,
很小众，
okay.
一个小众的工作。他需要的人很少，然后能做到他的人也很少。然后我希望我是 I can be the minor. I can be the minor. Then if I have the experience working in the TV station to be a bilingual broadcaster, then I can get a good job at my graduate school, CUZ, Communication University of Zhejiang. 这传是一直都有教那个双播的老师，就我的双播老师是北爱尔兰孔子学院的院长。He used to be a bilingual broadcaster in Shanghai.
In Shanghai, okay. So become a bilingual broadcaster. So in your job, you use two languages to be a broadcaster, right? So do you use English or use Chinese when you
broadcasting?
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
Only Chinese broadcasting use Chinese languages. 我可以给你来一段。
Okay. So.
观众朋友们，早上好，早上好，不是，那个什么，中共中央总书记、国家主席，哦，这里不能说。It's a live show, okay? It's a live show.
有点范儿起来了。What about in English? Do you
English?
have some?
I have some materials.
Stereotype.
Wait for me. We have some material. As we can hear. 文章强调，过去100年，中国共产党向人民、向历史交出了一份优异的答卷。现在，中国共这不能啊 ，we can't
读一些跟政治无关的。
对。
地处江苏。
地处江苏的黄渤海候鸟栖息地是我国第一处滨海湿地类世界自然遗产，2019年入选世界遗产名录。当地划出720亩专用地，通过生态修复制定管理细则，打造了国内第一块固定高潮位候鸟栖息地。2年来，来这里栖息的鸟类新增22个种类，达到410种。在全球沿海区域潮间带栖息地的消失和退化的大背景下，这里的候鸟种群数量不降反增，成为自然遗产生态修复的中国样本。Can you get the feeling? I have a lot of soft note. Maybe I can find some social news. Social news. 民生新闻。7月16号上午，陕西师范大学毛笔手写2021录取通知书正式开笔，手落纸墨，笔写传情。多位白发苍苍的老教授，技艺精湛的书法家、书法爱好在校师生、感恩母校的校友等，一笔一画饱含深情，在录取通知书上留下了对新生的祝福。自2007年起，陕西师范大学开始用毛笔书写新生录取通知书。15年来，从32开到16开，从普通铜版纸到吸墨更好的布纹纸，再到柔韧而浸润的宣纸，从单一手写版到同时制作报
到专用的打印版和收藏留存的手写版，再到添加封泥印和剪纸剪影的设计。这份独特的录取通知书彰显着陕西师大人为人师表的追求，也承载着中华民族独有的文化印记。
很好，你
I
觉得很像主播。
我已经很久没有练中播了，我练的都是英播。
maybe
你
Shanghai
有做过，就是在电台上做过吗？
没有，但是我们有这个考试。
嗯。
The Communist Party of China Central Committee and the State Council issued a guideline today to support further reforms and opening up in Pudong.
就是那个感觉就是跟中播不一样，因为我是专业就是学英国的。
The guideline calls for Pudong new area to be a for circulation in the domestic market and a strategy linked to both domestic and international circulations. Pudong New Area is asked to play a leading role in integration of the Yangtze Delta region, a new open economy mechanism that is linked with international rules and regulations is to be established in the area. More specifically, the guideline calls for modernized economy system to be established by 2035 in the area. By 2050, Pudong is to become an essential Uber area with global appeal, innovative power, and competitiveness, and a global model for Uber governance. That's my major.
我再来一遍第一段吧。第一段简单。
The Communist Party of China Central Committee and the State Council issued a guideline today to support further reform and opening up in Pudong. That's my major.
Nice.
Soft vote. So it's about 5.
我们是2点半，我们
OK，
再播半个小时，再播半个小时。
再播半个小时。Insist half an hour, then we can
have a break.
have a break. Yeah. So I won't stay here for a long time. I need to focus on my major. I need to learn
It's up to you.
LSAT. Mhm.
It's up to you.
Yes, that's the truth.
I
can quit every moment, but I have made a promise. I will stay here for a period, at least a period, not in a few days. I think it's not suitable. I have to think for my mom. Even though she has a good friendship with Mr. Zhong, but I won't.
Oh, they are
Okay.
classmates, right?
Mm-hmm. So I want to stay here for a period, but I will leave. I will leave to do something I really want to do. I really
Oh, you don't want to be a broadcaster here?
October until now for me. 杭州现在是city, and the most important thing, and that's the thing I really appreciate, is you can see trees everywhere. You can see trees, grass, and flowers everywhere. Even on the road, you can see and you can see the little garden in the Uber side. 在城区你都可以看到很多绿化。They protect the Yangtze River very well. So is Hangzhou City, which is pay much more attention on the good environment, and they care about our environment. And it also a city which is good to live in. You can live a high quality life there. But first you must have economy ability， 要有经济能力去享受这些。
I see.
Otherwise, you will be very tough in Hangzhou. 但是在杭州不可能挣不到钱。You can earn money in different ways in Hangzhou. Hangzhou has various kind of job. You won't suffer from starvation. 你不会饿死的，在杭州不会饿死的。杭州你帮别人拍一张照片，你都能够挣钱。
Oh, really? How?
Hangzhou is a place full of, opportunity, and is really near to Nanjing, Shanghai, and maybe 宁波、温州，这些都是经济很发达的城市，所以你不会饿死在那里。
Okay.
但是呢，他们那里的有一个很致命的东西，就是他那里的，就一旦你的年纪超过了，就是那个比较能熬的那个阶段，如果你熬得过去的话，那还好；如果熬不过去的话，那就真的是，那其实待这城市也没有太大的意思。
Okay.
就我看到有很多在杭州也活得很不好的人，就是他们
Is it Hangzhou better than Guangzhou?
no，光州which area are you want to talk about?
Like economic, like the work, job environment?
Job environment, I think they were equally good. But economy, that must be Guangzhou, okay? It must be Guangzhou because Guangzhou is the one of the four city which is extremely blossom developing in China. Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen. These four cities. And Hangzhou is just the leader place in Zhejiang, only in Zhejiang. And Hangzhou 它是2线城市里面最好的，这个我承认。
Okay.
但是可能就是它那个人口吧，广州太拥挤了。Guangzhou is crowded, much more crowded
Yeah,
than Hangzhou.
yeah, that's right.
Guangdong province is a province which have huge population.
Yeah.
Huge population. And Hangzhou 浙江本来人就不是很多，浙江人就不是很多。他们在生育方面上，浙江老龄化很严重。因为就真正有钱的浙江人都已经出国了，所以就老龄化很严重，他们不愿意生孩子。越发达的地方，就是他们 their desire to giving birth to a baby is lower than the other places in China. They want to improve their own life quality first. That's the first. And the second, maybe they don't have the ability to live in a stable life in Hangzhou or Shanghai, this kind of blossom developing places. That's really difficult. How much 房价多少钱一平在杭州？
Housing price.
很贵
10,000?
10,000 1万一平，少了很多，反正就是在杭州吧，买房有点难度，就是起码你需要在那里奋斗个，除非你是像七哥他们那种做网络主播的，一个月能够给你好几万的那种，那你还说得过去。就在杭州，你扎根呢有几种办法。第一种就是他那个 you are talent and the government give you the Hangzhou ID card, give you a Hangzhou ID card， 就你可以有杭州的身份证、杭州的户口。Then you can， 然后你就可以有住房公积金。你是政府认证的人才，你就有落户优惠的政策。Then you can build up your home in Hangzhou, and it's the same as Shanghai。就是尽管我没有说很功利的说想要落户在杭州或者上海啊，但是一个好的学历是你落户那个地方的，它那个地方始终都是需要吸引人才的。所以说我觉得社会分化还是越来越大。社会分化越来越大。然后就之前上海不是出台了一个政策嘛，就是只要你是上海4大名校毕业的本科、硕士、博士，你都可以申請落户在上海。但是这个条件嘛，怎么说呢？
You want to stay in Hangzhou?
I want to stay in Hangzhou, not in Shanghai. Shanghai is
A really crowded city,
extremely crowded.
and the housing price is much more expensive.
Yeah. I rather stay in Hangzhou. And in the future, we have a new railway, or maybe we can. 现在复兴号，就是从杭州到上海只需要40分钟的时间，38分钟就够了。而且票很便宜，只要50块钱。就是它已经是江浙沪1小时生活圈了嘛。1 hour life circle is really convenient for 江浙沪 sir， 我们就是江浙沪 sir。现在我们那个学校那条线嘛，开通了一条新的线，可以直接通到嘉兴跟金华。就是我们可以不用再坐大巴呀，或者坐高铁去那地方，我们可以直接坐地铁去。
Okay.
Very nice, right? Very nice. Then Shanghai is crowded, extremely crowded. And the prejudice, the local people's prejudice towards the people from other provinces.
Okay.
地域歧视你知道吧？上海的地域歧视多严重？就是他会，我在这里说上海人坏话是不太好，毕竟我男朋友是上海人。
It's okay.
他也承认。
You just give your opinion in an objective way. I think people will.
They only
like
accept 3 kinds of people live in Shanghai. What kind of person? The first kind, rich people. The second kind, clever people. And the third kind, rich and clever people. 有钱人、聪明人和聪明的有钱人。They accept 3 kind of person. And many celebrities live in Shanghai. So they have they feel I have the privilege if I am a Shanghaier. 就是他们感觉很有优越感，那也是人之常情。那也是人之常情。但是他们很排外，真的很排外。上海很排外，就是因为我的目标是上海外语频道嘛。上海外语频道就是这个频道怎么进呢？2个方法。第一种比赛。I'm waiting for opportunity. I'm waiting for an opportunity to into this contest, to take part into this contest. And the second thing is 你是上海人，他们只会在上海人里面考虑要招什么样的人，不会在求职的，他们不会发布招聘启事，不会的。除非你是很优秀参加这个比赛，然后被挑选出来，然后我们可以签约，正好我们需要这个人。
Okay.
That's really cruel regulation if you want to stay the most laws in developing country. City. And then it's much more easy if you want to stay in Hangzhou. 在杭州的话，你只要勤奋、努力、肯奋斗，愿意为之付出的话，其实你都可以活得很好。杭州 is much more, 包容。怎么说
Tolerant.
Yeah, it's more tolerant than Shanghai. Much more tolerant. 杭州是一个很包容 And 就是杭州人特别不爱听的一句话，就是他说我们是上海的后花园。很多人上海人说杭州是上海的后花园，他们杭州人特别讨厌听到这句话。但是吧，就是他可以，就1小时生活圈以后，可能上海跟杭州就好像一个城市一样，就好像一个城市。
Okay.
所以我其实更想留在杭州。上海的生活压力好大。
Yeah, it is. It is.
The people here suffer a lot. Suffer a lot.
In Shanghai?
Mm-hmm. If you were working in an internet company, internet company,
Mhm.
they update their apps or maybe their technique extremely fast in a quick speed. So they need to working without time conscious. 就没有时间概念，他们就必须要忙，有活就得忙。So a lot of people suffer from insomnia and some other sick. They 就很难熬啊，有的人就是熬秃头嘛，程序员，28岁的程序员。So they're really unhealthy, really unhealthy. They live in a unhealthy style. Stay up late and 不是996 not 996 is 007 007全年无休。So if you want to stay here, you must pay something. When you get something, you lose something at
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
Lose something.
It's kind of balance.
It's kind of balance. So if I want to stay in Hangzhou, I must lose something. Maybe my
What will you lose? Lose your relaxing life in hometown.
no, not really. I mean I will have a long distance between my mother and me, and most of my relatives all live in Guangdong.
Yeah.
So I maybe
it will be
I-
very difficult for you to start by your own. To start life by your own.
but I only have a close relationship with my mom and my family, and others are not in my
Not very close.
not very close. I have a cousin, and this cousin is the most friendly for me, friendly to me. And 只有这个堂弟和我的姑姑是我爸爸那边我最留恋的2个亲人。还有就是这边就是我妈妈，我爸爸的话，因为他现在有新的家庭了嘛，就是他也有他自己要拼搏的东西，他不会花很多时间去管我的。所以我觉得我应该有时间可以去放手一搏。我最留恋、最舍不得的东西，其实还是就是 my mom. My mom is here, so my mother here, my mom's here.
Right?
My mother's here, so my mom's here. But I will come up with some ideas, maybe. 让他抓过杭州那边陪我住。I would lose the accompany with my mother.
Yeah.
I lose time to accompany with her. Maybe I earn money. Maybe I can earn money, and we can all live in a higher quality life. But maybe she is still lonely at the time. 她可能会觉得很孤独，或者说，她说万一要我有个大病的话，你怎么跑回来？她说这就不是给钱的事儿。我说那这个以后再说。我说你多保持健康 ，Please keep healthy, especially when I am not growing to be a totally independent person. 就是我特别希望，就是在我妈妈在我完全变独立之前，我希望她能够健健康康、顺顺利利、事业有成、加薪升职。就是希望我妈妈能够再撑几年吧。如果我真的前途无量的话，我希望她多撑几年。
Yeah.
We were looking forward to a better future, but at the same time, I hope she can. I want to share my fame and my wealth with her, and maybe she achieved me.
She make you become successful.
Mm-hmm.
She she brought you up. She educate you to become
educate
such a
you.
great girl.
Yeah, my
You
mom.
are very grateful
Yeah.
for them.
Yes. So I was very clear that who treat me well and who treat me bad. But luckily, most of the people I met until now, they treat me well. They
Okay.
cherish me and they love me, and they all have a good conclusion to me. They they will not accuse me of what. They just praise me most of the time. So a part of my confidence is maybe from others' praises. 就别人的
Alright.
认可其实真的挺
Very
重要
important.
的。
Yeah. With some encouragement from your friend or from your parents, it will give you more motivation to take up some challenges. You know.
Yeah. One of my roommates, my new roommates, you know, they drew a conclusion that Juno is a person who will do everything successfully if she wants.
Yeah.
She
It's
always
true.
they always believe that. So I think their praises, their encouragement is really important to me. Important for me.
Sure. It is.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have a very different path with me, and you have so many attention from your friends, from your relatives, from your parents, right? So you are confident, you know.
I am.
You will have a bright future. So don't worry.
You
Step by
be my
step.
you be my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
I-
you. Thank you for your sweetness.
I admire you. You know, I
Me?
admire. Yeah.
I have so many shortcomings that I cannot change, you know.
It doesn't matter.
It's difficult for me to change my shortcomings.
It's okay. It's
Sometimes
okay.
I can help. I can help to, even though I want to, but I haven't reached the point that I can, you know,
It's
I
okay.
can be
You
a
know,
better self.
I have a principle. I have a principle to make friends, and this principle is named 瑕不掩瑜.
Oh, really?
I think this is a
Oh.
kind of philosophy, and you know, people they standing under the sunlight, and you can see the bright place, and also you will
See some shadow.
left a shadow, and if the shadow is much more smaller than the bright side, then I can ignore the shadow of my friend.
Oh, okay. I see.
I can accept her or him because I you know I agree with his bright side. 就不是说我只跟好的他交朋友，而是就是这个人他瑕不掩瑜，因为不是说世间有为法，如梦幻泡影嘛。
So
倒也不能这么说，就人都是不完美，人无完人。
I think you should said we are not perfect.
Yeah, we're not
We
perfect.
are not perfect.
We all have some imperfections, so it's totally acceptable. It's totally acceptable. But if your shortcomings is much more than your advantages, I need to think of it because friend is not the same as family members and your lovers. It's different.
Yeah, it's right. Your thought. You have your own thought. You have your own theory. And friends, I think we have very there are so many different kinds of people. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I think we need to always look for some advantages from other people.
Mm-hmm.
Every person have a lot of weakness. You know, some people they don't have consciousness about their shortcomings. Some people does, some people do, and I think if for friendship, I think that when I choose friend, I think I will choose some friend.
They can aware their weakness, right?
Yeah, they have some awareness, even though they are not perfect.
But
But
they
they have some principle, like they won't hurt other people.
Yes, they
I
are.
think
They're really gentle and polite person.
they're kind-hearted people, even though they have shortcomings. But I think I will give time to them to be a tolerant friend, to support them, to grow together, to become a better person. You know,
Mm-hmm.
for myself, I think there are very few people in the world who can tolerate me. I know I'm very difficult to get along, but I'm better now.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
You know, I think I have awareness of my shortcomings, but I'm still in the process to change my shortcomings. It won't change all of a sudden. I need a process to grow to like just like you.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I think I'm a very slow person.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think I'm not very mature, mentally mature. I'm not even not mature than you.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes I think you're more mature than me. Yeah. So,
Mature.
but I'm confident I will become a better self in the future because I have this kind of awareness.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
we will grow, and I think we just be happy and be a better person and have more energy, positive energy to attract more positive person around us.
Mm-hmm.
We will have a good life, you know.
Yeah, actually,
Hmm.
I firmly believe that.
Yeah,
Not even.
that's
for me.
why I won't get angry anymore with people.
Mhm.
You know, I think because I have strong awareness of myself and I accept myself.
Mhm.
And if it is that my shortcoming affect other people's, I think I will feel sorry.
Me too.
I will feel sorry,
I-
but I will try to do better next time.
I won't get angry with others. I
Mhm.
won't easily get angry to people because I'm a people who avoid conflict. I don't like to argue with people. I like peaceful communication. more.
Yeah, positive, positive
Positive.
discipline. 正面管教.
正面管教。
And I have a teacher.
Mhm.
He teaches traditional culture,
Mhm.
and he said he he won't get angry with any people, and
Mhm.
he isn't angry with people for 30 years.
Wow,
Yeah,
long time.
yeah.
How can
So
how can he do that?
to to grow your inner self.
Uh-huh.
If your inner self is very strong, you can tolerate
All
any
kinds of
person,
people
even though they
are offensive.
even though they are offensive, even though they look down upon you, it won't affect your inner self. He still, her heart is like a peaceful lake. It won't drop any wave,
Mhm.
you know. So I learned from him a lot by taking his class,
Mhm.
and especially we are girls, we need to have a peaceful mood to keep young,
Mhm.
to have a healthy body, you know, because being angry is not good for our health.
Yeah, really. That will extremely affect our mentally health.
Yeah.
Mentally health.
I have some principles, you know,
What kind of principle you keep?
that I only do things that is good for people. I won't hurt other people's interest, or I only earn money by working hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also a lifelong learner. I think I will keep learning until I'm old. I don't want to give up myself.
And you don't want to out of the style.
I'm already out of style, so I need to learn a lot of things.
Not yet.
That is why I joined Toastmaster Club.
Some knowledge is valuable, but some knowledge is
Invaluable.
unnecessary. They have their own
Yeah.
value, but for us, it's different from individuals. It's
Mhm.
different from individuals. Maybe short videos is valuable for some businessmen, but
Mhm.
not really valuable for us. I want to do some, serious communication work, but not to short some, very easy to understand or very, I think is low level entertainment.
Mhm.
Low entertainment. I can do that, but I don't want to do that.
Mhm. Yeah,
I'm
that's all right.
chasing after some deep things, not some light things.
Yeah, I want to create content that is valuable to person. People can learn things from the content I make, not just for entertainment.
Especially we are getting into information booming period,
Mhm.
信息爆炸的时代.
Mhm.
So we always get a lot of informations, no matter social news or policies news and some other new technique and new knowledge. But actually, if you wanna live in a good life, learning the most important of each area, just some little of them, that's enough. That's enough.
Mhm. Yeah.
And don't put much more stress on you. It's okay, it's okay. 就有些不懂其实没关系，它不会影响到你就是生命的最根本的东西，那就没有关系嘛。
Mhm.
就比如说高尔夫。
Golf? You play golf?
No, I don't play golf. I think golf is boring.
Golf is boring.
My personal opinion, okay? Personal opinion. But maybe some people think golf is some kind of cool and maybe
For rich people.
yeah, for rich people. But most importantly, rich people they talk some important things. Maybe some businessmen they play golf and at the same time they talk business.
Yeah. Just like previous people drink tea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what?
I want to learn your hand, your gesture.
My gesture. I can tell you some tips
Mhm.
when we're in the live room.
Mhm.
Your eyes must just not notice the screen, notice the camera.
Notice the camera.
I will take some. 我会把这个电视尽可能的面向你，因为你要看那个显示屏嘛。Better?
Yeah, but my forehead is covered.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it is better.
Better.
Yeah.
If we were more familiar than now, maybe in the future so that we can look into the camera but not to the screen.
Mm-hmm.
If you look into the screen, then the YouTuber in our live room can see our eyes. We just see the screen.
Stay
and-
away.
Yeah. 我其实还想调整一下。
Okay. You.
怎么调？
But there are persons that we need to look in the TV because we have to interact with our friends if we have some
Yeah.
comments.
我是想让你看得更清楚一点，但是这个架子它在这里就挡住了。Okay, I have no idea. I give up. I give up. Let's take a sit. Let's
Yeah.
take a sit. Just 4 minutes left, so we can take a break.
Mhm.
他们不会再
Maybe we
惊悚
can
吧？
we can put two chairs here. We can sit.
单口相声是吗？
对 talk show 来 Trip Win talk show.
Stadium 什么 Stadium comedy，那种单口相声。And I really thankful for
It's a very casual way.
yeah casual. I really thankful for one of my senior high school English teacher.
Why?
She, she sent us a kind of newspaper called Teens, and this teen is entirely English edition. So at first it's a challenge for me. I hate teens at first.
Teens, the magazine,
A kind of newspaper
for
teens.
Okay.
It contains a lot of, some information about news, international news, and some fashion news, and some scientific research, some data, some interesting things. And ignore the language boundary. You can enjoy the, the things on the paper. But this paper, maybe they support many different learning material for me. So my vocabulary can be better than when I was in junior high school.
Mhm.
I'm thankful to that English teacher, even though she pushed me to do that. 虽然被逼着去做的感觉很不好，但是她确实也是帮了我很多。I'm really thankful, really thankful. When I was took part in the art exam, I firstly met a teacher who encouraged me to part in the art exam. But at that time, my family financial condition is really bad, and then my parents can't support me to part in the art exam. Then that teacher said, I can support you. Use my own money. If you want to learning broadcasting, I can support you. But at that time, I has the personal dignity. So I refused. I said, there's no need for me. If I don't have the financial condition to endure art exam, then I use this money to learn broadcasting. Then my parents live in a poor life. No, that's not the best choice at that time. So I refused him. But finally, it's about half year later. That at the time, I redecide this choice. 重新做了一遍选择 ，and then I 重新选择，还是选择了播音。I chose bilingual broadcasting. Then when I got the committed paper, I was told I was committed in CUZ. Then I sent a WeChat message to the teacher, even though he's not my teacher, but to each other, send even a message for a year. For a year, it's a long time. I talked to him, so I said, Mr. Wu, I got the entrance exam to CUZ. Then he is business too. He is a businessman too. Then he's busy. He is a broadcaster in Shenzhen TV station. Then he replied me at about 3 hours later. Yeah, that day is Teacher's Day. It's Teacher's Day, so it's special for me, special for him. Then he said, "I know you will achieve it. I know you will achieve it." 他说我一点都不奇怪你会考上这个成绩，他说我一点都不奇怪。他说你就是该做这个，也一定会做到的。所以那一次我是真的感觉到，心里面很温暖，就是觉得原来真的有人是一直是相信你可以做到的。就我好像我身边的很多人都没有怀疑过我会学播音，他们也觉得我一定会考上。
They believe you.
Yes, they believe me, and they always encourage me. And even when I'm upset, 我有段时间是考了很多个学校，但是一个证都没有拿到的，因为我当时还没有坚持到最后一个。如果我后来知道我能拿到正传的证，我之前还会那么伤心吗？不会。
Okay. So your friends always believe in you.
Yeah, my friends always believe me. 我们可以下播啦。
So are you guilty that you spend so much money to learn this major?
No, not at all. Because, high spends and what 高投入高回报
High input,
high input, high output. Yeah.
High outcome.
Okay. We need to leave the live room, and that's all about today's live show.
Yeah.
If you want to see more things or want to talk some topics about us, then please subscribe me and drop a like, and don't hesitate to let me know any of your good ideas.
Yeah,
Okay?
absolutely.
And that's all.
Okay.
And bye bye.
See you around.
See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye. 太棒了.
It's fun.
Yes, it's fun.
I like talking with people, especially young people like you.